Welcome to the digital story for the Global History and Geography unit on globalization. From iPods to bananas, shirts to shoes, we all depend on commodities to give shape to our daily existence, but we rarely inquire about them. This digital story is about doing just that, studying commodities using a research method called commodity chain research. Geographers describe this kind of research as a critical examination of the networks of labor and production processes whose end result is a finished commodity. So, commodity chain research involves looking at the networks of producers, transporters, and consumers that go into creating shoes, cell phones, cars, and shirts. Here, in this digital story, I am going to introduce the steps involved in commodity chain research to you, using some research I've done on my own. Remember, at the end of this unit, you will be asked to conduct commodity chain research independently. Before that, you will be practicing commodity chain research in groups using commodity kits that I've set up. A commodity kit is what I call the collection of primary documents, articles, newspaper clippings, pictures, and videos that one collects as they conduct commodity chain research. The first step to commodity chain research is to find a commodity. Think about the things you use when you get up in the morning. I decided to look through my t-shirts. I explored my dresser and settled on one made by a company named Gildan. Step 2. Find out where the commodity was produced. Find its place of production. The t-shirt that I found was made in Haiti. Step 3. Think about where you will look for information about the t-shirt or your commodity. In class, we will be using computers, so I decided to search for background information on this commodity using the internet. Step 4. Collect primary documents. So, if we're using the internet, print them out or save them so that you can sort through them later. Step 5. Analyze and evaluate what you've found. Are the sources of information good? Do they present an interesting picture about your commodity's production or consumption? Be sure to highlight sections that you think are important to your research project. In case you wondered, I was able to find some interesting information about the Gildan t-shirt. The fabric used to create this t-shirt came from the Gildan fabric factories in the Dominican Republic. It was then sent to Haiti, where the t-shirt was assembled, that means put together, by a third-party contractor. A third-party contractor is a company that is hired to produce a product for another company. In this case, Gildan pays a contractor named Palm Apparel to make their t-shirts. The workers at the Palm Apparel factory are paid very little. Gildan, however, has very high profits. They boast that they can produce a t-shirt for less in Haiti than in China. In fact, when Gildan attracted suspicion for abusive labor conditions at the factory in Honduras that they had, they closed that factory and moved the operation to Haiti. Sadly, in the 2010 earthquake in Haiti, a Palm Apparel factory collapsed with 1,000 workers inside. All of the workers died. Step 6. Now that you've got all of your documents and primary resources and you've evaluated them, use the commodity chain framework that's included in the commodity kit to organize your thoughts. Who is producing the commodity? What are the labor conditions like? How would you describe globalization from the perspective of the producers? Also, who is consuming the commodity? How would you describe the perspective of the consumer? Globalization from the perspective of the consumer. Step 7. Map your commodity chain using the global political map that is included in the commodity kit.